My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Kingsfield 6, and it is time to go into this Everjail. The Royal Grave Everjail, I think its name was. Do we have any summonables? Damnably few summonables, but we'll get it done ourselves. What's up, bud? Onyx Lord. Ooh, I'm liking that moveset. Good lord! All right, let's get a flame and anchor going on. Oh. Dude has no poise whatsoever. Get dead. Just don't be scared, forehead. Meteorite is our pickup from that. The Onyx Lord has been defeated. We are at a very high BPM this episode. Where's another boss? Quickly, come on, give me a follow-up. Give me the rest of that dragon. I'm ready for it. We'll Grave Everjail. The spell that we picked up there was Meteorite. Meteorite. This sorcery originates from the Onyx Lords, who had skin of stone and were called lords in reverential fear of their destructive power. Manipulates gravitational forces. Interesting. So the Onyx Lords, or the Onyx Lord here, locked away in the Everjail, behind the Carrion Manor in particular. It's weird, because it seemed like gravitational magic was very much Radahn's bailiwick, but I guess Celia also must have had some of the gravitational magic, because that's where Radahn went to learn it. Oh, accidentally completely forsaken the path I was intended to continue. But there is not that much more of it, it looks like here. Yep. Just a swift termination to our path. I mean, it looks like maybe if I wanted to, I could jump over and across using the scenery, but I could also just not do that because I have sights of grace on this side and that side. Reasonably satisfied at this point as well that there's no dungeon cut into the wall on any part of here. A shame. A shame to be sure. But that will mark this area basically, in my mind, as complete. Which now gives us the freedom choose wherever the heck we want to go. So, Nefeli Lu, I could go and try and feed the potion to from Celavis. I'd really like someone else to give me some information first, maybe, about what Celavis might want here, because, you know, Celavis hates me, and he hates me for being tarnished. Let's be very clear. That's why Celavis hates me. Nefeli is also tarnished.
Greetings, my fellow. How can I help?
It's gotta be poison, right? War Council Regi, give me your counsel.
Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs, and the path to Nokron has opened. Descend underground, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so that Lady Rani may tread the dark path of the Empyrean.
Empyrean?
Thanks to you, descend and make it so that...
Interesting. Nothing new to sell to me. Yeah, Clawmark Seal will upgrade you. A couple times over. Very happy to have done that. In-cat scaling going relatively high right there for us.
Thanks to you, descend underground.
Okay. So with that finished, it looks like Grace isn't going to stop pointing me in any of these directions just yet. I could go into Liurnia. I could go over to the bottom side of this area. This looks like a rise. So just run down from the foot of the belfries. I could also try and find where the star has struck in Limgrave, which I just have not seen. So I could just go to the Archeal Lake North and then use the bird's eye view to see it. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go back to the Table of Lost Grace and have a discussion with everyone here. See if anyone has something unique or new to say as a result of having cleared this area, or having met Ranni, or having met Saluvis. Oh? Ensha of the Royal Remains. Catch fire, bud. Catch fire. Oh. Whoa! That is just gravitational magic. It's only meant to harm me like that. Hang on. I think I just flatten you now. Yep. Great enemy felled. What? Save them having been here earlier, Clinging Bone. They don't really seem that great. Royal Remains helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. Royal Remains. Ensha. Royal Remains. These are obviously, like, you know, previously gold, but tainted in some way. Let's have a look at their equipment. Helm graced with gold human bones, worn by the unspeaking adherent of Sir Gideon the All-Knowing. Yeah, so Gideon is called the All-Knowing, not the All-Hearing. So there might be another Sir that we are looking for the other reference. It is said that the bones belong to an ancient lord, the Soulless King, the Lord of the Lost and the Desperate, who was known as Ensha. The item description is the same, and is the same as well for all of them. Hey, bud, your guard just tried to kill me?
To the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring.
Yeah, but about the whole you tried to have me killed, maybe.
Oh, my apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems, as his master.
Ahead of himself?
To express my regret. But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
Ahead of himself? So it was always the plan?
Ah, yes. Allow me to tender some advice in regard to the half of the secret medallion you possess.
Oh?
Find the Albinauric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure. Find the Albinauric. She hides in a cave to
the Lascar ruins, Liurnia. So the Lascar ruins are, yes, these. So are you talking about, yeah, Lieutenant the Albinauric? Yeah. I'll continue this storyline. I should go back and talk to everyone else as well. She knows the location of the second half of the amulet. I'm certain of it. Oh, Lieutenant.
I told the all-hearing brute already.
All-hearing! Right, yes, because this is where I thought I'd...
You come to take
yeah, so it's just a different way of saying it, I guess. Show the secret medallion.
Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I've no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Liurnia, an Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me.
I see. Okay, so it seems as though Gideon has already approached and kind of bullied this woman with respect to this medallion.
The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf, Lobo. Will you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig Tree.
Miquella's
If you
Halig Tree.
accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
Absolutely.
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erd Tree.
North of the
Castle
Erd Tree.
Sol, on the mountain tops of the Giants, accessible by the Grand Lift of Rold.
Wait. How tall is this map? So the Erd Tree and the capital and Altus Plateau are up here, but she's saying that further north than that, there's the Grand Lift of Rold. Also, that's confirmation. People know about the Halig Tree as well as the Erd Tree, so they are different. Good. That would have gotten me pretty mightily confused.
Then I suppose it's time.
Suppose it's
Farewell,
time?
Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
Oh? Your legs don't work anymore either? Liurnia the Albinoric.
When needed, and
Cool.
I will fight at your side.
Call upon me if needed and I will fight by your side. Liurnia the Albinoric. Unfortunately, FP cost of 74, so I can't summon you at all. A rare case of one who chose to become a spirit voluntarily, and that's a rare case. Liurnia was renowned as a depth magic archer, but having lost her beloved wolf companion Lobo, she can no longer move from the place where she was summoned. So previously this was functioning as her legs. Oh, that would have been so cool to go up against someone who was riding the wolf through the entire battlefield. Oh, come on. Now I want that. Hang on. Let's go back to Table of Lost Grace. So she said north of the Erd Tree. In the Forbidden Lands, specifically. North of the Erd Tree. Rajir, do you have any thoughts about possibly the death of D even?
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need?
To talk.
Maybe I should tell you.
Oh,
Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow.
for me.
So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
Ah. I think he's worried that he's going to become a phantom invader, even. Oh. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen soon. I mean, I'll absolutely wipe the floor with him, but
Greetings,
I don't want to have to, you know? Spirit tuning. Yes, we also did level up the ancestral follower ashes. Did forget that we did that. However, we can actually afford to summon Stormhawk Dean. I do really prefer the wolves significantly, but when am I gonna upgrade any of my renowned ashes, right? Never? Is that what I'm deciding? I guess never.
Well,
Give me a good renowned ash for my character. Yeah, none of that seems right. Anything new in this room? Nope. Whoa, hang on. Is that door open now? Doesn't look like it. It's painted in Vanta black, so I can't tell. I really don't want to give Nepheli Lu this liquid, but I will speak to you. Hi.
Ah, you please. Leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think. Ah, you please. It's pathetic, I know.
You know, I'm so glad we're not even given the option to try. Not going to continue down that hallway. Seems exceptionally unlikely that anyone's there. No one's on either sides of this. Man, this area's really cleared out. You got anything new to say? You return, receive power and remembrance. No. Equipment to the champions, also no. Spoken to you prior. I guess the last thing I'm gonna do is check whether or not the loathsome dung eater likes us now. Still really don't know what his trigger condition is gonna be. But I ought to check. Okay. It is the only thing that holds your death and defilement at bay. Yeah, I mean, look, there's all of this nonsense back over in Caelid if we wanted to go there right now. There is just this rise, just a rise we've identified that we have not visited. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the foot of the four belfries. I'm gonna start going south along the western side of Liurnia here. Or the western sides of the Liurnia of the Lakes. Because there is very clearly an air tree, or rather a minor air tree down in this direction. Those always have something nearby. Even if it's only an Art of War or a cracked Tears. Hey! Another Everjail. We take these. Cuckoo's Everjail. Okay. So, one of the Knights of the Cuckoo, who were the Raya Lucaria soldiers who tried to clear out the Carrion Manor, made a move against the Carrion Royals, it looks like. Balls, Carrion Knights. Damn. Give him the double thumb there. We go run, jump, thump. That missed somehow. And then butt slam. Butt slam. No! I was so worried that just due to my hubris, I was going to end up dying there. Great Blade Phalanx. And Everjail cleared. Keeping that BPM relatively high so far. Laura P consume my skills. I mean, honestly, I can trade that out basically at any point. It's a very reasonable thing to get rid of. Great Blade Phalanx. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out the entire time. Like, hang on, no, I kept it in my mind. One of the sorceries of the Carrion Royal family. Used by enchanted troll knights. They were the comrades of young Renala. Bound by oath. Bound by oath. Does that mean Renala made a move against the Carrion Royal family? I thought she was the Carrion Royal family. It could be both. Not everything has to be so simplistic. Oh. Oh. Time for an invasion. Nothing gets me off my horse involuntarily. Involuntarily, rather. Revenge's Shack, Morning Dumpling. Invaded by Edgar the Revenger. Evening, Ed. Thump. 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 You ready for another? Thump. Bye-bye, Ed. Invader vanquished. Edgar the Revenger has died. Has dropped a Banished Knight Halberd +8. Looks like it has an Ash of War on it as well. And a Shabriri Grape. Raw meat dumplings too. Let's have a look at those. Save the raw meat dump. Well, I mean, look, we'll have a look at the raw meat dumpling. Restores HP but causes poison buildup. Honestly, I should probably consider using those occasionally. Equipment, the Banished Knight's Halberd, I think it was called. Banished. A finely crafted halberd intricately graven with an ancient motif, given to knights who, whether by misfortune or misdeed, were forced to abandon their homes. Most of these knights were sent to the fringes, where they were forced to start anew with only despair for company. And a Shabriri Grape we were given as well, which it's been a while since we've gotten one of those. A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled, the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Give to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. I'm assuming another NPC that I haven't met. Lost Grace discovered. Pop a squat here. Not that it seems entirely essential, but I will do. Items. Items. I mean, I got a +8 halberd in the area. I can't be too sad about items. And if nothing else, I also did get a neat little sight of grace about the area. So, yeah, no matter which way I go here, I have to go down. Ah, yes. I was thinking about this because I was like, no matter which way I go here, I'm going to have to go around in order to get to the minor air tree. But wait, there's this weird little path on the side. And now that I see this guy over here, I know that this is going to be a fruitful journey. Gate and Guidekeeper, show me the way. Guide and Gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Excuse me. Excuse me, I can hear an Ash of War or something as well, please. There it is. Ash of War Sword Dance. Ash of War Sword Dance. Sword Dance, Sword Dance. Square off. No. Sword Dance, there we are. Grants an armament with keen affinity. And Sword Dance quickly close in and perform a series of spinning upward slashes. Follow up with additional input to finish with the downward slash. Usable on swords, axes, and polearms capable of slashing, colossal, and great spears accepted. Thank you for... Thank you for making an extremely loud screeching sound and making me aware that I should check the skies. Much appreciated for your lack of stealth. Yeah, I'm happy to use some consumables here. I mean, sure, I could easily do it myself, but also, I gotta just get in the mindset of using some of these. Otherwise, I never will. I was totally ready for an item back there. I'll settle for this dungeon. Make absolutely certain that I can teleport away after the dungeon is done by making sure there's no item over the... There actually isn't. Again, I was certain there would be. Alright, done gone. Let's go. 17,000? Do I want to try and cash these in right now? Road's End Catacomb, this is called. I could try and pop some extra runes in order to cash this in right now, but... Oh, hello. So that's the kind of area we're in. I just don't expect this to actually kill me. What? How dare you? Oh, you. Alright. I think we'll be fine as long as we don't just reveal our back to people like that and get crit. Very early heavy door open there. Looks like it sounded off in that direction as well. Glovewood. Grave Glovewood number 3, and apparently that's the first time I've had Grave Glovewood number 3. I really do want to be killing these in a single hit now. No auto-targeting gives us anything here. Yep. Sorry, bud. I've seen too many corners. Let me turn the light on as well. I do apologize. Keep forgetting about that. Really? Nothing? Nary a lick, nor hide, nor hair of enemy. I can still hear stippy stops, though. A little bit of a tippy taps in the distance. Oh, please. Please. Yes! I mean, it had to be, because there's literally no other way through the dungeon, but... they do exist. Or rather, don't exist, but look like they exist. An illusory... I can't die now, please. An illusory wall. Finally. Ooh. A savage counterattack? Anyone else realize something? Raya Lucaria's soldier ashes. This isn't the boss. We've got more. I don't know how bold they're gonna be with them. Is this like all... No? Okay, probably not. I also can't just butt slam every single one. Let's check the most obvious ones first, at least. So the most obvious ones will be the ones that are walls unimpeded by other objects. Like, here, it really shouldn't be, because that platform shoots darts out of that other wall. Probably not on any wall used for illumination. Beautiful. No? You can't ruin my time. One over the left-hand side as well. Another here. Damn it. Even though there now do exist illusory walls, I still can't stop being wrong about them. Watchdog Staff. And a human bone shard. 5 human bone shards, in fact. Watchdog Staff we'll check out. Large stone staff embedded with glintstone, wielded by Erd Tree burial watchdogs who protect catacombs. The watchdogs, battered and broken over a lengthy tenure, rule the catacombs and are said even to command the imps. Unique skill is Sorcery of the Crozier. Channel magic into the glintstone to activate an ancient sorcery, producing floating magic projectiles that chase enemies automatically. I think that's actually totally wieldable by me as well. Really? It actually doesn't... It doesn't require any faith or int investment, despite the fact that it has a sorcery attached to it. I'm, like, I'm still medium load while holding this. One, two, three. That's its light attack combo. That's the light attack. Let's do a heavy. And another heavy. And another heavy. So it's a 2-strike on heavies. Jump heavy, as you might expect. Jump light. What about the faint light? Faint light's actually pretty good. Roll light. Super short range on the roll light. That's really rough for what you might want as an initiator, obviously. Nothing on roll heavy. Anything else I failed to check here? I mean, there's, you know, the one-handing of it, I guess. But that doesn't seem like it's going to be significantly better off for us. Yeah, this weapon's just way too slow. It doesn't really fit in with our theme, and it's way too slow. It's like 2 absolute kills in the crib for it right there. Hey. Any of these other ones want to reveal secrets to us too? Hello, buddy. You used to be the one laying the traps, hey? Not this time. Ghost Glovewit. So all of the illusory walls we've opened so far were entirely unobstructed by items. Excellent. Excellent information to have. Interesting. It also wasn't even bounded on the bottom side by this trim you can see of this, like, you know, sandstone step at the front. Wasn't bounded on the bottom side by that. Do I want to go down there at the moment? Immediately? I mean, this all its prime. Doesn't have to be, but it does look it. Okay, literally back upstairs is immediately the entrance though, so. Down we go. Root resin. Another path forward. More Glovewit for us. And another path forward. Beautiful. What are our health resources like? I'm gonna drink a flask of Wondrous Physic before we go into the fight, giving myself the damage block buff. I'm gonna drink a flask of Cerulean Tears as well. I'm gonna buff my weapon with Flame Grease. I'm going all out. Spirit Caller Snail. Ah, to whom we are doing no damage. It's like a crucible then, I think? Hang on. Let me finish you. Hey. Hello, Snail. You keep summoning. You keep doing that. Damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna have to ignore you, right? This is a squalid queen of rot kind of situation. Or witches, if you prefer. Ah, there we go. That's the spotlight. No! You can't kill me after the fight's over! Glintstone Sorcerer Ashes for our troubles there. No other loot in the dungeon. Time for us to leave, though. I was kind of hoping I would find Deathroot in the area. I want more of the bestial incantations. What can I say? Other than that, again and again, and I do. And I do. That was an ash that we picked up there for Glintstone Sorcerer. Spirit of Araya Lucaria, sorcerer wearing a stone crown. A scholar of Olivinus Conspectus. Olivinus Conspectus, sorry. Who'd mastered the use of the glintstone stars sorcery. A lot of stuff I feel is going to make a lot more sense to me as soon as I go into Raya Lucaria Academy. And yet, I seem to be avoiding it like the plague. Not intentionally, mind. It's just every time I remember things to do, it is one of the final things I remember to do. When I remember to do it, I usually have a bunch of other high priorities as well on the list. And it slowly, stealthily sneaks behind each and every one of them until it ends up undone. And things that should not be forgotten were. Minor air tree. Hello? Is there a site of grace super nearby? Possibly. Let's go around a couple corners here. First, I'm going to check this rise. Yeah, there is a site of grace super nearby. Hello, mannequin. Oh, wait, this rise is already open by default? It might... Wait, was this called the Coward Tower? Hang on. Converted Tower, sorry. So it used to be a rise and now it is... Erudition Guide Thee. Kaku Glintstone. 5 copies thereof. There is clearly an upper level to this. Erudition Guide Thee. Is this a gesture? Is there like an erudition gesture? I mean, there's a couple things that I... Okay, let's try Reverential Bow. So, erudition, right? Thought. Intellect. Rallying cry, finger snap, triumphant delight, jump for joy, strength, bravo, warm welcome, casual greeting, beckon, wave, wait, point downwards, point upwards. I mean, I could also try and match her stance, which I guess occurs at some point maybe in triumphant delight, like as we lower our hands. Maybe rapture. Actually, that's pretty close. Doesn't really fit with erudition, though. The ring, possibly? Pop that. Erudition in the message possibly just meaning, hey, think about it for a second. Do the ring or something. Prayer. We tried Reverential Bow. We didn't try prayer. I am absolutely shook that you are not accepting this. Represented effectively in my character at the moment. Alright. Erudition Guide Thee. Erudition Guide Thee. Let's mark this as... What's like the most puzzling one here? Chest, I guess? Yeah, a chest uncollected. What else can be marked with that? There's these belfries that we haven't finished either. Chest uncollected. This area that we still haven't done either. Which actually, I don't want even that to have a marker. I do just want that to have a waypoint instead. Doesn't look like there's much further on the path to the south here, though. Let's try and ride across it on the left-hand side until the end. Then turn back around and Wait, this is just going to go straight down into... Yeah, this is going straight down into the swamp. What with all of the crabs at? Alright, so that basically makes this contiguous with my previous exploration of the area. Turn the light a little bit higher in the area as well. Keep an eye on the left. Hey. Maybe they break their own rules outside. I don't know. Honestly, it might just be that other dungeon in this area. Yeah, it's looking like it. I think now we go to the minor air tree and attempt to pick a fight. Try and keep that BPE up. Summons are available. Hello. Yeah. Oh, I need to be able to jump, right? No. Oh, good Lord. Roll, roll. You didn't do that spell yet, okay? Yeah, I've lost so much poise damage here. I need to just get away. I'm not going to summon for this fight. I could. I'm not going to. Knocked him down. I knew the poison damage was going to have to stack enough there. Eventually. Then you got to finish him right. Got to give him what they came for. Please. Enough to level up. Enemy fell. Might be enough. Cerulean Crystal Tier and the Ruptured Crystal Tier. Both key items. Cerulean Crystal Tier. Crystal Tier forms slowly over the edges where the air tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed with the Flask of Wondrous Physic. The resulting concoction restores half of your maximum FP, as you might expect. And the Ruptured Crystal Tier causes the resulting concoction to explode. A defective crystal tier which possesses absolutely no medicinal qualities. A lesson is said to be learned the hard way for some. Faith can be a volatile matter after all. I wonder if you can fix that, or if you have high enough faith if it works differently. Power of charged attacks for a duration. Boosts one faith. Template. Yeah. I'm more than fine with the kind of just general defensive one that we already have. Roadside Catacomb. Went down on the left-hand side already. Okay. So if I want to finish clearing out Liurnia of the Lakes... Liurnia of the Lakes. I'm looking for... Honestly, I'm looking to just ride a path up here. Let's go do that. What's stopping us? We should also check the entire foot of this tree first as well. Although I'm not hearing any tinkling, I wouldn't be surprised to hear some tinkling in the area. I'm hearing some dark menacing sounds, but I can't imagine them spawning a boss directly after I killed the boss in this area. Like, that's just mean. You don't need to do that yet. Maybe later game, but not yet. Take an early drink there. On the road again. I just can't wait to be on the road again. Seeing faces I will never see again. I can't wait to be on the road again. I don't know how that song goes. I know one line from it. And would you believe it's the line that I said? Okay. Again, trying to make sure that even while I'm weaving in and between these, I'm making sure to keep an eye on any unique point of interest in case there's an NPC about. I don't think I spent much time here in the Temple Quarter before. Those deathly flowers. Aha! See? It pays off. Not an NPC, but a chest. With an ice rind hatchet inside. Ice rind hatchet is... here we are. A hatchet with a frost-covered blade, one of several gifts given by Castle Sol in the north, known as the Freezing Fog. The blade is thought to be a dragon's scale, inflicts a powerful frost effect. So a gift given by Castle Sol in the distant north. We know that the Carian Manor was filled with a bunch of freezing things. So it's possible that they had... well, I mean, they definitely did have a relationship with Castle Sol, as far as we're aware. Oh. Let's get away from this. Oh, why do I feel like this is going to spawn a bunch of heck? Because it is. That's the answer. I felt like that. Because it is, and then it did. Jump! And again. I really need to just flatten someone now. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, it's so much easier when they're all dead. You're no longer being backed up into a different enemy. Hey, that's for your contribution to the fight. Don't think I've forgotten or forgiven. Okay. They're way too far to even contribute at this point. Any more scenes like this? Anyone else want some? Huh? I bought a knife to this gunfight, but last night I mugged a mountain, so bring that, I got practice. I should probably get back on Torrent. Gives me a little bit better control over the area and my own relationship to it. Alright. Looks like that is now a good perimeter check. Let's make our way further back to the inside of the temple quarter. So I don't know what I collected from the temple quarter the first time I came here, which is why I don't know if I've found enough, really, to mark this location off in my head as definitely completed. I mean, there is the big central object, which I am clearly steering away from right now. I'll make my way towards it in just a moment. It's just so much easier to clear the perimeter first. Ooh, could this be a thing? Not really. I should probably just get back to safety before I fall and die. More crash temple quarter. Alright. Let's get on top of this tall bit, and then fine, we'll actually go towards the center. If you're that desperate for us to do it. Well, hang on, Side of Grace over here. I got this one marked? Don't they usually point towards themselves and let rest at Side of Grace? Yeah, okay, so I definitely already have that one marked. Fine, we'll go into the center. I keep losing track of the center when I'm not directly... Ah, there we go, next to it. So there's one side of this that has a much broader opening. What's the other side? Front side? No side? Was I wrong? I thought it was the salient object for us. I thought it was something. I thought it could have been something. Alright, well. Temple quarter empty, I guess? Or again, related to an NPC interaction we still haven't had. I hope that not all of the times I've guessed that, that's been the truth. The appropriate, a relatively minor amount of times there, I think. Don't think we finished checking that either. And then we have a huge amount still in a bunch of other areas. I haven't seen where the falling star fell in Limgrave yet either. Do need to go back to that too. Are you a simple resources or you look golden? Makes you a somber smithing stone, right? No blood flame blade. What? Blood flame blade. A blood oath incantation granted by the Lord of Blood. Engulfs armament held in the right hand with blood flame. Can be cast while in motion. Blood flame. After dealing damage, blood flame continues to build up an onset of blood loss for a very short period of time. Not for this weapon, but cool. I mean, there's no sight of grace even in there. I've never seen a more obvious ambush in my life. Hello?
Ah, there you are.
Vare.
Claimed a great rune and had your audience with the two fingers at the Roundtable Hold. What was your impression?
They're creepy.
Aha, your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, naught but rambling, senile delusions. I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered, the two fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love for our kind. That's the part that irks the most. Oh, I have a gift for you. Something fit only for the wise.
No, you can keep it then. The festering bloody finger, 5 of them? That's the invasion item, isn't it?
Circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Give it a try, won't you? And if it please you, may we meet again. I've high hopes for you, my lambkin.
Oh, I don't like that.
Be sure to try that finger I gave you. There's no reason to dither. The tarnished were spurned by grace, forsaken by the two fingers. And now they ask you to mend their crumbling world? Your loyalties are misplaced with them.
Yeah, I'm just not certain how the answer to that is invading random worlds and killing random people. An item for online play, consumed upon use. Attempts the invasion of another player's world. If you succeed, you'll arrive as an invader or bloody finger and have to defeat the host of fingers in that world. The furled finger is blackened with blood congestion. It seems to have been chopped off rather unceremoniously.
Be sure to try. I'm quite...
You standing out in front of something called the Rose Church with... Hang on. Bunch of blood rose? Yes. But... It's not helping to convince me that this is not a nefarious end. Nomadic Warrior Cookbook number 12. Of course that was going to happen. Wait, why am I fat rolling? Get him. Unique drop? Oh, I wanted that sword. Looks pretty cool. Ah, so it's like a ward that you placed over that area of bleed. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook number 12 was the pickup we got there. Key item. Number 12. Cursed Blood Pot. A cursed blood pot. Throw to douse enemies with a cursed blood. Throw to douse enemies in a cursed blood, decorated with the crest of the Lord of Blood. causing summoned spirits to assail them with a rapid fervor. A childhood memory of the Lord of Blood. I never really thought to check the items that I can craft for lore bits. In times of old, the dead were burned with ghost flame, and from those cinders arose vengeful spirits. An ancient death hex. Originates from the cold dark moon of Rani, the Karian princess. Push someone into privy, expect to get dung on your hands. Makes sense. Highly effective against those who live in death, even preventing them from rising again. The Golden Order has no mercy for those who trespass beyond life's bounds. And yet, the Golden Order is currently acting through those that persist beyond death, right? As Tarnished, is that not who we are? Just as like a rule? Tell me I'm wrong. Like, is that not what the Roundtable Hold is like literally filled with? Fingerita Crone. Fallen Ruins. There's this one over to the left, which I actually think I did check on my way past somewhere. And then there's the Rise. I think even further left? Hang on, is Temple Quarter. Yeah, okay. Accidentally moved backwards, that's fine. We'll find our way back onto the path. Oh, and to a site of grace, assumedly, because we're getting not just close to the end of the episode, but just a little bit over. So I apologize if you started this knowing you had something to do in 45 minutes. You are 11 minutes late, 11 minutes and 42 seconds late. Who are you praying to? Who are you referring to? Yeah, I was kind of expecting I was going to be able to get away from that a wee bit faster. Leads us back over to Smarug. Is this not where the Rise is? It might be even further up, but... yeah, I thought this island was empty, but it had a Ash of War. Oh, it's way further up. Not an Ash of War, but it's a thing. It had a thing in, and the thing was enough. Might have been Somber Smithing Stone, actually. From a Teardrop Scarab. That's a sight of grace for us. Absolute oasis in this storm. In fact, let's light it up. Sit down and say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. Here in the Crystalline Woods, we end this episode. Series playlist is up in the top left. YouTube's recommendation directly down below. Screening past the names of people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Mr. Gibberish. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.